Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. Today I'm here to do a showcase of Incipio's fancy Carnaby series Esquire cases for the Pixel 2, the Motion, and the iPhone X, or iPhone 10, whatever you want to call it. So I've reviewed this case before for the Note 8, the S8 Plus, the Pixel 2, probably get the picture. I like these cases. I like them a lot. They are my favorite go-to case that I get for any phone other than leather cases, because of course you can't replace leather. But if you don't get leather, this is the next best thing, in my opinion. But there are other cases out there and people's individual preferences are different, but this one I like. So today, as I was noting, I have one for the Pixel 2. Actually, I have two, so you can see the different color variations. I have one for the BlackBerry Motion, and I have one for the iPhone as well, iPhone X, iPhone 10. Of course, they make it for the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus as well. They make it for most phones that are out there nowadays. So, getting into it, they are available for $34.99 on Incipio's website for each one of these different phone models. You can even check them out on Amazon. I think they have different pricing there, but check Amazon. And you can get it for just about any phone. So, well, any modern phone flagships anyway. So, on the iPhone, it's available in forest gray, and it's also available in, I believe it's available in blue. And then on the BlackBerry Motion, it's only available in this gray color. It looks more charcoal gray. And then this one, believe it or not, is actually blue. Now, if you look online on the website, the one for the iPhone 10 looks a little bit more blue as far as the blue color on the threads. And I'll take this one out and show you here in a minute. I'll do it right now. Okay. Don't worry about what's going on behind the scenes. Sometimes these cases don't want to open. All right, I got it. There we go. So this one is actually labeled blue, and if you put it next to the gray one in comparison, you can see it has a little bit of a blue tinge to it. This is the gray, charcoal gray one that they have for the Pixel 2. So these are the two models they have for the Pixel 2. And I'll put them on the phones here in a second to show you. But otherwise, those are the color selections that you get. Now, there's definitely distinct differences. And looking here in real life, I mean, you can see the blue that it has to it. Especially in comparison, but it's kind of like sometimes whenever you get a pair of pants and it's navy blue and it's black, and depending on how you see shades, they look different. So believe me, it's blue. So blue, gray, forest gray, and this is the color gambit. But you know, the fibers look really good. Let's go ahead and take them out of the boxes so you can see them. And I'm also going to put them on the phones so you can see that as well. Well, it helps if I don't pull the plastic part while I'm trying to pull it out of the box. Alright. Now, despite how fancy and luxurious and classy these cases look, they're actually pretty darn rugged. And I'll show you in a second because I dropped mine the other day. I dropped it onto asphalt from about 3 or 4 feet, just plunked right down on the ground. And there we go. So you can see it's got a little bit of a scuff right there. But other than that, I mean, the fabric held up. It didn't really take any chunks out of it. Just a little bit of an abrasion there. But other than that, came out clean as a whistle. So this is the 3 of them, all side by side. And actually, I'll put the 4th one out there. So you got the 2 pixel ones, the gray and the blue. And then we've got the gray, and then we've got the forest gray. The forest gray kind of stands out. It's almost got more like a sandy, kind of office looking, I guess, kind of gray color to it. I like it. I like all 3 of them, really. If I had to pick one, I really like this gray one that I have for my Pixel 2, and I've reviewed this one by itself when I first got it, and I absolutely love it. Actually, I love all of them. I love all the cases. And I want all the cases, but these are my faves. And hopefully you like them as well. So I'll go ahead and put these on the phones one by one so you can see what they look like. Starting with the iPhone, and you can see that they really pop into place. May even make a popping noise. Oh, that was more of a cracking noise. That's pop. So they fit really well. They're super snug. I was actually, kind of worried I would mess up my phone trying to push them off because I'm applying a lot of pressure there. They do not come off. So just be careful. Don't break a nail. Don't break a finger. Don't break your phone. That's my public service announcement. And just getting into it before I put this other case in there, case on the phone, it's kind of got like a velvety material on the inside, so that makes sure that it protects the exterior of the back of your phone while the phone is inside the case. Some phone cases, if they don't have this in there, I've had one before where it's left like some little scratches, or if anything sneaks up underneath inside of there, you don't want that in there with your phone. So this kind of felt-like material goes a long way to keep the inside of your phone protected. And when you have a phone that looks like this, or you have a phone that looks like this, and especially with the glass back on the Pixel, on the iPhone X or 10, whatever you want to call it, and some other devices, you really want to make sure you keep them clean and keep them safe. We'll put this one in, the BlackBerry Motion. Ta-da. And you know what, I'll go ahead and put the blue one on. Put the Pixel 2 inside the blue. 2 and blue, it rhymes. All right, so there we go. So now I give you, ta-da, blue, forest gray, and gray. And you can tell they have very subtle differences. Well, not very subtle, but they look subtle whenever they're not together, but they do look very distinct whenever you have them side by side like this. And this kind of gives you a good idea of what you're looking at if you happen to get one of these phones or one of these phone cases, and not just what you're getting, but how they look on the phone itself. So this is a brand new Carnaby Esquire case, and this one I've been using since the week that I got my Pixel 2. And I haven't dropped it, which has been great, because I don't like dropping my phones. But just so you can see how well it holds up, I mean, I had initial concerns in my initial review about whether the threads might come loose after a while, and carrying this around every single day, even throwing it in my backpack sometimes, the only fraying that I've got is right up here on the top, and I mean, it's so minimal you can hardly even tell. So I will say that it has held up better than my expectations, and the sucker did not want to come off my phone. So it's probably having separation anxiety right now. So this is what it looks like for the Pixel 2. This beautiful iPhone 10. And it's got this solid TPU style case, but it's also kind of got a cushion built in on the inside, just the way that it's built. So that way you get a little bit of drop protection if you drop it on the ground. The buttons, they feel a little rubbery, but they're real smart whenever you push them in. Smart as in they spring right back. It doesn't feel soft or spongy whenever you push them in. So the buttons are really good and responsive. The cutouts in the bottom, you got the cutout here for the USB-C for the Pixel 2, and then of course the lightning charging port, and then the speakers for the iPhone 10. And then on the bottom here, you got the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB-C, and speaker for the Motion. They're very easy to get to. The cutouts are great. They're superb around the cameras. Really, like I said, it's my favorite series of non-leather style cases that I put on my phones. And as you can see, I have quite a few phones, and I have quite a few of the same phone case for them. So all in all, I love them. I can't give them a better recommendation. They're sturdy, they're sleek, they're professional, they're classy, they look great. You can use them in any setting, whether you want to throw them in your gym bag when you go to the gym, or you have a suit that you got to put on to go out to work, or you're dressing up for Friday night. This phone case will get you comments, people will notice it, it'll keep your phone safe, and then really it looks great. So that's about all I got. Like I said, Incipio.com, $34.99. You can check out my review down in the comments section. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Hopefully this was beneficial to you. Hopefully you like it, and it's something that meets your needs and looks like something you'll put on your phone. Thanks again, and thanks always for tuning in. Have a great day.